man deliberately made a huge racket during renovations just to attract the attention of the fat guy next door. But just as the man stormed over cursing, Duncan suddenly lunged forward, pinning the fat man against the wall. He then pulled out a nail gun and nailed the fat man's hands to the wall like Jesus, not even sparing his genitals. After that, Duncan calmly drew his pistol, followed by a brutal punch to the chest that made the man scream in agony. Duncan lay quietly on the floor, waiting for the man's henchmen to appear before calmly finishing them off. But as he checked the room for threats, he spotted a detailed dossier on himself. Instantly, the battle-hardened Duncan realized this was a trap specifically set for him. He immediately approached the fat man.
Me mandaron a matarte, pero parece que soy yo el que quiere matar. ¿No? ¿Sabes quién hizo la orden?
The fat man claimed ignorance. Without further words, Duncan grabbed an electric drill, intending to jog his memory. Even then, the man insisted he knew nothing. It seemed the fat man truly knew nothing. Duncan promptly sent him to meet his maker. He then pulled out his phone, snapped a photo, and called his contact, stating he'd taken over the fat man's 2 million yuan contract. Upon seeing half the advance payment arrive, Duncan immediately sent the fat man's photo, swiftly snapped the SIM card in half, replaced it with a new one, and called the contact back.
You want the second half of my payment in 24 hours. Maybe enough. Somebody set me up over here. You better pray you have nothing to do with it. Don't ever contact me again.
Nicknamed Black Caesar, Duncan was the most terrifying figure in the assassin world. Yet even the most formidable individuals couldn't defy the ravages of time. As he aged, Duncan's physical condition had long since declined from its prime. Compounded by lingering injuries from his youth, Duncan had no choice but to contemplate early retirement. Thus, when faced with the liaison's final assignment, he dared not slack in the slightest. After meticulously verifying the target's identity, he disguised himself as a locksmith and arrived at the hotel where the target was staying. He deliberately made a huge racket to lure the target out and eliminate him. Yet this mission was clearly a trap set specifically to eliminate him. Had he not been meticulous, he might have fallen victim to the fat man, who possessed his detailed dossier. As the liaison assigned to coordinate with Duncan, Vivian, after receiving his warning, angrily confronted the organization's mastermind.
You tried to kill the Black Kaiser with some low-rent Mexican clown.
The boss dismissed her concerns outright. As the newly appointed head of the organization, he had discovered that the group paid out hundreds of millions of dollars annually in retirement pensions to its retiring assassins. To funnel these pensions into his own pockets, he resolved to eliminate all retiring operatives. He dispatched a squad of elite young assassins to send these veterans to meet their maker prematurely. As the most formidable assassin, Duncan commanded the largest retirement fund and naturally found himself on the boss's elimination list. Yet, to the boss's surprise, though aged, Duncan's combat prowess remained undiminished.
Pay him the second half of his fee so we don't have to look over our fucking shoulder for the rest of our lives.
Okay, do it.
On the surface, the boss